All right. So guys, welcome to our team call. Again, this is 6:30 every single time Pacific Standard Time. So whatever time it is there right now, every single week, we're going to have it at the same time. Okay? 6:30, whatever, 8:30, 9:30, whatever time is there. So there's confusion again. I had someone asking me, I'm not going to say who. He's right beside me. His name is Silva. And then what I want you guys to understand is that come into those chats. We're going to teach you. This is the time you can ask questions. You can interact with us. You can ask the leaders anything you're struggling with. Share your wins. We have brand new people coming in here, brand new people that are watching this stuff. And that's where we want to make sure that you get as much value as possible. In the backside, we always talk about how much we're working, how we're creating different things, how we're upgrading. We're never going to stop updating things. We're never going to stop giving you more value, bringing you more stuff so you can get more excited. Okay, one of the things that Cheryl is going to talk about today is about getting back into reading books. I know we talk about it so much, but I know some of you guys, like me, used to be. I always thought that reading books doesn't matter. I always thought that, you know what, I don't have to listen to my leaders. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm smarter than them. Damn, I was wrong. Okay? So when I started listening to them and I started doing the things that they told me to do, write down the 90-day goals, read the books that they told me to read, that's when things starting to happen to me. That's when I hit my goals. So Cheryl will go over that too. As well, what I want to go over today is I don't know why I have half of the people, their cameras are turned off. Are you guys shy? Let's go. It's a team meet. Show yourself. Okay? Man. There you go. So yeah, I'm not gonna go. I was about to say something. Unless you're naked, don't show yourself. But I thought I'd make you guys laugh. Sorry. So guys, you guys just make sure that follow this thing, follow the guidelines, go through the training. You know, I mean, we have so many people that are coming in. Cody's been crashing. He just quit his job. You know, I mean, Chris moved over. He moved out 10 hours away. Now he lives in Florida. Isn't that Cody? Is that right?
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. Rob came in 3 weeks ago, not even a month ago, and he's already crushing it. Megan just joined 2 days ago. She already went through the coaching process. She's in the process of getting a trifecta. You know, Amber has been, you know, she's been at this, but now all of a sudden she said, my head is right here. I'm going to focus. This is where I'm going, and this is my way of doing it. Okay, Chantel. She's been crushing it. She did today. I'm going to share this later once she edits it. She did a video today. Her 11-year-old, yeah? Son did a video about Kangen water, okay? He was talking about molecule structure and how there's 8 plates, and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna go viral, okay? We just need, I'm gonna work with him. He wants to be a YouTuber. Anyways, but that's amazing, you know what I mean? Dana, all of you guys are in here for a reason. We all wanna make money. We wanna change our lives, okay? Yes, there's times that you guys have questions and stuff like that. That's why we're here. Okay? That's where we're all here. So anyways, let's get this show on the road. Let's get you started. So everyone else that is in here, obviously we're going to bring out, some leaders. But first thing, let's just start out, Cheryl. Let's go over the books and stuff like that, what you do on a daily basis, how you motivate yourself, and what everyone else should be doing. And then in the back office, I want to go into back office, maybe share the screen, and then we can show them what they should do, the training that you created. Okay?
Okay, cool. Perfect. So for those of you who are new, welcome. You guys are awesome for just taking the plunge, right? Because we're all here to change our lives, and that's what it's about. So I really just wanted to go over the reading and the training and the daily method of operation. It's so important, right? It's so easy to fall off the bandwagon. You know, you get started, you get motivated, and then all of a sudden you're just kind of like, oh, you know, I'm just not doing anything. Well, it's all about taking massive action, right? So when we talk about, I think someone needs to.
I got it.
Okay, cool. So when we're talking about the daily method of operation, we're talking about reading, audio, marketing, and then masterminding, right? It's important to do all 4 every single day, because these are the things that are really going to help motivate you and get you from where you are right now to where you want to be. You're always going to stay connected to us. So find people, in terms of masterminding, find people who are in this group right now, or who are in our Facebook page, and find them and connect with them, and then hold yourselves accountable every single day. Like I always connect with a lot of you guys here. Hi, Claude. Thanks for joining. Claude is also new. She's been really crushing it as well. Like she just started like I think a week ago, and she's gone through the training just like that. She's got her Metacard all ready to go. So she's like literally just signing up to perform right now, and then she's done. So yeah, like in terms of the daily method of operation, reading and audio, really important. Okay. So start with the 2 books, The Magic, because that's going to be like helping you become grateful, right? So that's really going to help you with your mindset and learning to be appreciative of what you have right now, right? Because we are all blessed. We all have, like a bed to sleep in. We have food on the table. We have a group, a community of amazing people right now who always motivate each other, right? And we all want to be successful. So that's what it's about. Like we have this great community. Take advantage of it. And then with audio, like I know you guys have gone through the back office. So, make sure that you listen to audio every single day. Like if I find that I want to change it up a little bit, I'll go on YouTube and I'll like look up videos of motivation and listen to like people like Will Smith or like who else is it? Gary Vee and all those guys, right? Literally listening to them speak for like 5-10 minutes pumps me right back up, brings me into that space, that mindset, that shit, man, I gotta do this for myself, right? That I can do this. And then when you talk to other people in the group, like Jake or Cody and Chris and Rob and, Chantel and, like now you, Claude, and now you, Viviana, like there's just so many people in here that have amazing value to share with each other because we all want the same thing. So daily method of operation, so important. Even if you do 1% every single day, imagine what you can do over 365 days. You're going to be 365 days better than you were before. All right, so I just really want to touch up on that. Make sure you start with The Magic. Make sure you start with Happy Pocket Full of Money. And the 3rd book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Those are really, really 3 good basic books to go on. And then read as much as you can because that's how you're going to get in the mindset. Oh, yeah, 10X rule. Yeah, great.
Cheryl, do you want to share the screen where it's in the back office just sort of to refresh everyone? Share the screen and to maybe show it because there's training that you've done that is really good, the 90-day goals and all that stuff. Some of them people might not go in.
Give me a sec. Okay. Let me bring it up and I'll share it because I'm already signed into it.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
So Jake, maybe introduce yourself. Some of the people might not know you.
Hey guys, I'm Jake. I'm the CEO and founder of the Wildcard Academy, and we all came together because we all have one dream. We want to help people. It's not about the money. It's about the value that you give to other people. It's about having money on your mind and not on your heart, right? You guys probably heard that within the saying because it's actually true. The more value you bring to people's lives, the more reason you give them, the more value you give them, and they're going to listen to you because they actually care about what you have to say. And when you preside them with that value, you don't have to hard pitch them. That's all the easy work done for you. That's why we use, Enagic. It was crazy for me today. I would have got my teeth cleaned. I would have got my eyes done. And these guys were asking questions about me and what I'm doing because I told them I was not going to school anymore. I didn't want to go through that 40-hour week for 40 hours a week for 40 years or 40% of my pay, right? And it goes, you're 22. I'm like, yeah, I'm 22. What in the fuck do I have to lose at 22? I don't want to be sitting in that same chair you're sitting at the next 40 years, right? I have a family. I got to take care of my parents. I got to take care of my nieces and nephews. And you can't, oh, sorry, Chris. No F-bombs, guys. Jesus. We'll follow Rory on that one.
I just stay quiet here.
It's all good. But back to what I was saying. You cannot take care of your family or reach your highest goals if you're working for somebody else, right? I got to tell you guys a funny story. So I played a softball team, Monday night softball team, and our manager, he's like, hey, so if I offered you a job, would you take it? I'm like, well, I mean, I don't want a real job. I don't need a real job. I'm like, Alan, why don't you work for Baker Hughes? And Baker Hughes is the company that my dad worked for about 40 years. And because of that, my dad taught him a lot of stuff. I'm like, Al, why don't you work for Baker Hughes anymore? He goes, well, I quit because I wanted to start my own business. I'm like, well, There you go. I don't want to work building your dream because, frankly, I'm going to shaft you in a year, either or not, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to get dirty. I like helping people. It's something I'm very, very good at, right? Put my time into people that actually matter, because teamwork makes the dream work. Am I right? How many of you guys agree with that?
Yep, that's it is. Hey guys, just a little off topic here. Inside the group, I posted the chat. Literally all comment in there in Wildcat Academy. Just said, I'm in, I'm here, whatever you guys do. That way the other teams will see it. For some reason, like I said, not everyone gets the notifications. I don't know why. Some of them might not be seeing the chat. So just go in there and then just post in there. Whoever's in here, just go in there and just set it up.
Okay, so right back here, you guys see the Wildcat Academy back office. This is where it first starts out with Cheryl's DMO, right? And this is one thing that she was saying. This is where you guys want to go to get these books, to start reading them in order. I mean, these three are probably the most important 3 books I've ever read in my entire life. Being grateful, learning how with magic, you learn how to be grateful, be humble, and how the universe is in your favor if you make it in your favor. Happy Pocket Full of Money. This book really, really, really just I can't use that word, just mind boggled me, right? Because if you start thinking great things are going to happen in your life. And once you realize that, it's going to blow your mind, right? And then the third one, How to Win Friends and Influence People, was probably the third greatest book I've ever read in my entire life, because it's actually true. You can get anything you want in the world if you help somebody else get what they want. 110%. It's what the book's pretty much all about, right? And it's true. And then we have a couple other books that you guys might want to take a scroll through, and we keep adding more. We will keep adding more books because your knowledge is key, right? Everything you know, everything that you need to know, you can get from books. Self-education is a lot better than paid education. Trust me. College is not for everybody, right? We also got some YouTube channels here, and you guys probably went through your 90-day your goals, but I'd have, that's something you want to keep not procrastinating. You want to keep on every single day, right? You want to wake up, write down 5 goals, and see how you can make that throughout your day. And if you can't achieve them, write it down the next day. Make this stuff an influencer on your life. Help being grateful. Like Grant Cardone says, you want to set goals that, are a little hard to achieve. Like, say if you're married, you want to keep your marriage alive, right? You want to make these goals. You want to write them down like you already achieved them, right? So you want to work towards something you've already achieving. So once you get there, you feel accomplished, right? The whole goal is not to set them too low. You want to set them just high enough so you can actually achieve it. So you actually feel satisfied for doing 10x efforts, right? Rafal, sure, you guys want to chime in on that?
Yeah. So guys, reading books is, we always talk about it. I told you guys many times, most of you guys know me. I was not a book reader. I'm still not. I do audiobooks more, but The Magic is one of the other books. The other one that I just got, okay, I read 2 pages of this, and I'm just telling you guys, read something, educate yourself. Because first of all, when you start reading, one of the things that you'll do is you're going to be more confident. When you talk to people, now you have more things to talk about. You have those little quotes that you learn from those people who motivate you, but it's not about motivating you. How many of you guys, when you get on and do some Facebook Live, I think I just saw Megan just doing it, you give value. You give things that you want to do. I mean, who else is in here brand new? Christine just joined us recently too. She's learning how to do online and stuff. So a lot of you guys here, Base, Kaylin in the house, other boys, okay? So what you want to do is continue learning something and then give value. A lot of times we talk about get on Facebook Live, get in front of this camera, make sure that, you go in and talk to yourself literally on the phone, okay? But there's a reason behind it. When I first started out, I started doing Facebook Live. They one of the biggest ones I did was they did a 90-day challenge that every single day do Facebook Live. A lot of people are asking, what the hell am I going to talk about? Read a chapter in a book, make notes, and talk about it. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes. Do a 2-minute video. Talk about it. Get started more comfortable. But when I started doing that, I had literally people message me when they get home from work. That's the first thing they do is they watch my Facebook Live because I give them value. I motivate them. I made their day. They had a crappy day. Someone is watching you always on Facebook. They will not comment. They will not press like. But when you look at your views, you have 300 views, but you only have one comment. Obviously, someone is watching you. But at the end, someone is going to have that bad day. Someone is going to learn something from you. So it's not always about selling an opportunity. It's about giving back. It's about giving value. It's about motivating someone. But while you're motivating others, you're going to motivate yourself. Watch yourself over. I used to do this all the time. I still do it sometimes. When I'm doing coaching calls, if I record it, I want to watch myself over, see if I can do something better. Same thing when you do a video. Watch yourself. When you record it, see what you can improve on. See what you can, your body language, see what you can actually say better. So that's one of the biggest things. I mean, who else is in here too? Kaylan, welcome, buddy.
What's up, guys? What's going on? How's everybody doing today?
Yeah.
Thumbs up?
Yep, we're good. We're good, buddy. Welcome back.
Right on, right on. Sorry, guys. I've been driving around all day, so I am a little bit late. Yeah, like, just people are watching you for sure. And what I want you guys all to be doing is just all you guys need is one converting ad to get your guys' ads going. You know, I actually got my ads account flagged September long weekend last year, guys, and it totally demolished me. I went from pulling in 300 leads a day to going right to nothing, and that like totally demolished me. But what it taught me was that you can always get back on top. I struggled for a little while finding converting ads, but like, you know, just about a month ago, I had a break, and then now it's on fire. I can't even stop it. I could shut my ads off. I'd still get leads. Like it's nuts how it goes. And I don't know if you guys saw the Go Live I did today with what's her name, Kayla. And the only reason that she even sent me a message is because there's 400 people that said info, and she saw my reply on every single one of them, and it was just PM you, boss, just PM you, brother. And she went through that. She saw that I was actually, you know, communicating with every single person that was commenting. So I guess that's a pretty powerful thing as well. When people know that you're actually communicating with the people that are communicating with your ads. So, you know, make sure that you guys are getting your ads seasoned. Make sure you guys run like campaigns for all of your advertising. And then once you guys have those likes, you know, it looks a little bit more social proof. And then all it takes is that one guy to be info. And then the next guy goes info, and the next guy goes info. And then as people are commenting, the engagement just goes out of control. Not only that, I actually just found this out when I saw Raf's ad today, and I clicked on the top right down arrow right in the corner, and you can mark the ad as useful. It gives it a positive rating. So that's what I've been doing for everybody that I know is in in this marketing opportunity. I'll see their ad, and I'll mark it as useful.
Kayla, can you actually share that on the screen and show everyone?
Well, if I can find it.
I think you can go to sponsor ads and stuff. But if you can, because that we actually, I didn't know about it. You know, we learn every day something new. Because if we do that to every single person in our community, our ads are going to just freaking explode. Okay? That's right. Imagine like what we can do, help each other out. We have a community. We're like a family. We are helping each other out. You should be commenting on everyone's ads. You posted in there, hey, what do you think? Can you guys give me some love to my ad? Basically, just pressing on it, pressing like, commenting. That will get the engagement. What's up?
I got one if you want to see it.
Yeah. If you want to share your screen there, Silva?
Sure. Close that. Here, it's the Canon Canada.
Okay,
right?
That's fine. Okay.
This ad is useful.
Yeah, you can click that.
So what did you show? Just click where did you click? You click on that little arrow down button. Is that right?
Yeah, on this little here in the corner.
Yeah. So you click on that.
It just brings down the pull menu, right? And just right there. I found
perfect.
On that note, Silvis, click on why am I seeing this?
Why am I seeing
this? It's gonna, if you guys see like a tie.
I know why I'm seeing it because I'm a fan of Canon.
If you guys see an ad of a Ty Lopez or something like that, you guys can click on why am I seeing this and see what they're targeting. And you can't really piggyback off of it, but maybe you could use similar targets as they're using. You can't see every little detail, but it says one reason you're seeing this ad is because Canon Canada wants to reach people who like their page. So obviously he likes their page, and 25 to 54 who live in Canada. So you gain a little bit out of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Silva.
You're
That's
welcome.
awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, Kalen, that's one of the things. Maybe Kalen, can we do that actually in the training as well? Maybe what we can do is do some training video that, hey, this is what you can do to help each other out beforehand. You can post it in a group or our page, and this is what people can do to when they go on it. There is an actual option to find sponsor ads in there too, whatever you see. And then, like Kalen said, it is useful to look at ads and see what they're targeting. Why you're seeing this ad.
Now, what, like I wonder if you copy your ad link and then we post it in a file section in WCA. I wonder if it'll still have that mark as useful. I'm not 100% sure on that.
We can test it out. We can test it and see if it actually works and stuff. So, I mean, anything new, anything that will help us with ads. Because right now, I know I've seen it in other communities. Their ads are getting flagged and shut down a lot. They don't know. One of the guys, I think Cody Harris was talking about it, that he even talked to a rep. They don't even know why they're shutting down ads for no really particular reason. So, but what happens with Facebook, guys, you got to realize when you have ads running, when you're running ads, Facebook cares about the user, not about the advertiser. Okay, their job is to make sure that someone stays on Facebook as long as possible. They don't want them leaving off the Facebook. So when Kalen was saying people putting I'm in, that's engagement. That's why his ad gets spread more and more. I noticed I started running some of the similar ads, and same thing. I'm getting engagement left and right, and the leads are getting smaller and the amount. I mean, under $2 a lead. Like I was getting under $1 lead. That's not bad at all from just testing it out. But once you get engaged and once you have the story and once you see those 400 likes or infos, now Facebook, it's better to actually have no link in it and just have it directly so they stay on Facebook and they comment. Now you're commenting back and forth. And Kayla, I don't know if you guys see what he was talking about. He met up with Kayla. He actually was half an hour away. He drove in to the girl that just commented on his ad and met her at Tim Hortons. I just saw that video that he had there. So
so that was pretty cool. Yeah, like I woke up this morning, had a message from this Kayla girl, and saying that she, is about a half hour away from me, where I am at the moment. And I was like, okay, well, hell, I'm going to be headed that direction anyway. So I actually drove out there and met her, and kind of her story. She's got a young son, and she wants more for him, and she's willing to do whatever it takes. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get you in on this. Let's get you going. And then I did a testimonial video with her, like just because people think that we're all just fake and we're robots. Like we're not even, like, you know what I mean? So I think that was pretty cool if you guys can kind of think outside the box like that and just put that content on your guys' pages, because every single person that ever comments on my ad, first thing I do, like their comment, add them as a friend, send them a copy and paste message that I built, because I'm getting a few messages a day, and I'll just send them that copy and paste. And then I'll go back, I'll comment, I'll say PM you. That's it. Add them as friends, because even if they watch the webinar replay and even if they watch the skeptics chat, that video that we recorded, and they still have doubts, if I have them as a friend and I'm constantly doing stuff all the time, traveling and having fun or just being me, they're going to see me
chasing cows.
You know what I mean? And like, I remember I used to stuff like that and be like, I would be so jealous. I was just like, that it just pissed me off more. And I would always think in my head that, whatever he's doing, it's wrong. It's not legit, or it's a scam, or what it is. And it made me feel better about myself. But, when I kind of snap back to reality, I go, well, I'm just jealous that I don't have what he does. And then I was like, well, why can't I do that? Right. So everybody can do that. You just have to put that work in, put the time in, and stay focused, guys, and run that traffic. That's the most important thing. Traffic, get that traffic.
What does Zach always say during the webinars? If you have a mall, Zach, what do you usually say about that one? Come on, step out here for a second.
No, here. I'm just doing some in the background. If you have a mall, what's your question, Rob?
You talk about when you're in the mall and you have no customers. You always talk about it at the webinars.
You need traffic.
There you go.
As Kellen said.
If you're in the mall and there's no customers, how the hell are you going to sell anything? You can't. So you got to bring people in. So, yeah, but the main thing, guys, you just have to understand that, this is your business. You want to change your life, work hard at it, drive the traffic. Kellen, he travels everywhere. He does, all those little videos. There's a reason behind it. Some of the videos are, crazy and sometimes stuff, but, everyone is watching. That's right, Kellen. Everyone is watching. And yes, you're going to have those people that are jealous. Yes, you're going to have those people that are like, oh, it's not real. Or like Kellen said, oh, he's doing something illegal. Must be. There's no way you can travel everywhere and make money while you're doing it. You got to do something legal,
Yeah, if you're not pissing off at least one person a day, you're not doing it right. There's always going to be somebody hating. If you don't got no haters, you're not doing it properly. Right?
There's a lot of haters out there, man.
Every time someone says something negative or, they send me a pissed off message, that's like win for me. Yes, I'm doing it right. Because there'll never be a day where there's people that aren't hating on what you do and are jealous of what you have. Hustle until the haters ask if you're hiring. Yeah. And I've actually done that before too, turned a skeptic into a believer. So it's I love it.
It took you a year and a half to decide to do it. And you were one of the haters, and not really haters, but I guess you were like thinking that it's like, there's no way I can do this. There's no way. I can't do this. Back of our heads. But now look at you.
You guys all have Kellans watching you, and eventually those Kellans are going to snap, and they're going to get sick of their lives, and then you're going to be the person that they think of. So keep posting that great content on your guys' pages. That you don't have to travel to Thailand to put something great on your page. Go for a walk. You know what I mean? You don't need to have a bowling mansion to impress people. Go out for a walk. Go walk to the park. Walk your dogs. Like anything. As long as you know what you're going to be saying. If you guys aren't good at go lives, there's only one way you're going to get good at go lives. Do go lives. Right? Practice those videos every single day.
Yeah.
And provide good content, guys. Like Raph, we can't. We're trying to beat this into your guys' heads. There's people watching your
over and over.
And when you guys are getting those leads too, add them as friends. Once they're on your friends list, they're leads forever, right? And then that's where that content comes in. Also, I've been telling a lot of people on my team, call your leads, call them, literally phone call them.
And that's another thing we're going to go over today. We're going to spend a portion of this and what things I want to go over what me and Cheryl put together. It's it's sort of thing. So the basic what's going to happen is we're going to go step by step, sort of pinpoints between me and Cheryl, and we're going to go over it. So make sure you guys have notes for it. We're not going to send out the PDF yet because we're still tweaking it. We want to make sure that it's done correctly. And remember, what we're going to give you, this is just a guideline. That doesn't mean you have to do specifically, exactly, word for word what they're doing it. Make it your own. Make this your own. So when you're talking to people, be sincere, be real. And, always think about the integrity. When you're talking to them, you don't want to be hiding things. I had a guy just recently trying to offer me some opportunity. And every time I ask him about the product, he hides behind it. Like I know we talk about not to talk about the product, but if he asks you over and over, it's like, here, this is a product. This is how much it costs. It costs $97 one-time fee. Don't hide it behind it because you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't.
At the same time, I disagree with you a little bit, Raph, on that one. I say fake it till you make it. If someone asks you how much money have you made and you say $5, they're probably not going to come into what you're offering.
No, I disagree with you, Kellen. Okay, you don't have to tell them that hey, I made $10,000. But what you do in this situation, if you're just starting out, use the leaders, use myself, use Kellen. Like talk to those ones that actually made that money already, that made it already. Like if you started yesterday or the day before, a week ago, obviously you didn't make money. You know what I mean? I love you, Kellen, but sometimes I have to disagree. And then when you fake it and make it, that's fine. When you're talking about it, and you being stuff like that, talk about the stuff and how you know more than you think you know, but don't ever lie about how much you make. Because otherwise, at the end, it's gonna bite you in the ass. You know what I mean? It's gonna come around and I made $10,000. I just started last week. Eventually, at the end, the truth is gonna come up. Okay. It does. But when you make six figures and stuff like that, use us as our, representative. You need sometimes, we can do those skeptic calls, guys, every 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Every time we go in and we do those calls, okay? Me and Kaylan are basically every single day jumping on those calls, having the information, and basically we're getting people in. And then literally out of those people, we have 1 or 2 people always being closed that day. They're buying into it. Okay, so if you guys need access to us, let us know. We'll bring you in. We'll send them in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, it helps. All we do is we show the back office. We talk about a little bit about our success, and then what we do is we ask them basically, hey, is this something you'd be interested in? And remember, when you come in, $97. We don't usually talk about it, but they have 2 weeks. I have to, if they want a refund, see you later. If you're going to be convincing, and I talked about this all the time. If you're chasing someone and you're trying to bring them in, please come work for my business. You gotta do this. This is the best opportunity ever. You have to come in. Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna chase them for the $97. You're gonna chase them to buy the product. You're gonna chase them to do the training. You're gonna constantly try to convince them to do the work. You don't want that. Trust me, I've done it at the beginning. it's a waste of time, because at the end you could be focusing, finding, like Kellens all over the world. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm starting an interview process, not letting anybody in anymore.
It is true. You know what I mean? Like you find out is why you got, and this is some of the training that we're going to go through, Cheryl, but I'm going to bring it up already, is why should I'm bringing you the opportunity. I don't want your sale. I don't care if you buy or not. I got another 20 people lined up. That's how you're supposed to be thinking. You shouldn't care about if they're going to buy it or not. But at the same time, you are giving them the opportunity. You are helping them. That's the way you have to think about it, because you're going to change the life.
One of the most powerful things about why we do what we do is we're not chasing people. We put an ad out. They're the one engaging on it. They're the ones coming after you wanting more information. So you are providing the opportunity. You are in power, not them. It's up to them to change their lives. When I send people that copy and paste message, it always says, you have two options right now. You can ignore everything you just saw, even though you know it's real, and you could just continue to live life the same way forever, or you could join and make a change. And I always say, it's completely up to you. It's not going to change my life.
Galen, are you okay sharing that paste message and stuff?
Yeah, I'll paste it.
Maybe using stuff we can actually put in the training. So post it in the Wildcat Academy where I just posted who's here. So that
I can do that.
That'll be awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
so Cheryl, you want to pull up we'll just just read through it. We don't have to share the screen or anything like that. I'll pull mine up and then we'll just go back and forth. So guys, if you have your notepads, please make some notes of this. What we're going to go over basically is how to approach people, how you go to in regards to if someone puts on your story ad, let's say info, because I know Chantel has been asking some questions. She's been getting some information. Chantel, you look like it's just dark. It's like, sorry, it's awesome. It's just a shadow. That's awesome. So guys, same thing when you guys come in. I mean, look at Josh. Josh is working, putting some tiles away, and he's here. Look at that. See, that's what I love about it. I mean, we're all here. We all have lives, but we want to change our lives so we can have this freedom and travel all over the world. So, Cheryl, if you want to just jump in here and then start off with the beginning of the part of it, just go through all that information. I know we put it in a way that we have info and then we have sort of like a script. But remember, guys, when you guys listen to this, the script is just a guideline. Don't write down specifically and talk. I don't want you guys to do that. I want you to use your own words, twist it to your way, and be sincere about it. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all about coming from a place that you're the one that's giving them the opportunity, like Helen said, like Raph said, and also showing a sense of urgency, because your time matters, right? Your time is valuable. So it's not like you're just giving your time away. So you basically have to be straight and upfront and honest, right? Speak confidently, and that's how things are going to really shine through, because when you speak with confidence, that's how people are going to realize like, oh, this is great. Like this person knows what they're talking about. And that's like the place where you want to come from. It's basically having that mentality. You know what you're talking about. You have the opportunity, and this is something that you're providing for them. And also too, make sure you're always in control of the conversation. And we'll talk about that as we go along in the script. And so basically what we're going to do, we're just literally just going to give you sort of like an outline of how we are qualifying people, right? And so, sorry? Huh? No? Okay. So in your ad, usually at the end of it, you're going to have like either comment more info or I'm in, or you're going to have a link. So usually when people message you that way, either I'm in or whatever it is, you're going to start to qualify people, right? So, like obviously you're going to start off the conversation, hey, how's it going? You want to make sure you send at least 2 separate messages. So, hey, how's it going? Use their name. And then the second message is, something to the effect of what's going on in your life right now that has you wanting to start a business online. Something to that extent, because then that's going to open up a whole bunch of other things for them that it's not a yes or no question. It's more so going straight to the point, because obviously you saw your ad and they were interested in something that you were offering, right? And so now you're asking them, why do you want to look for change, or why are you looking for change? So they're going to tell you what their answer is. And this is something that you can actually leverage later on in the conversation if you come up with any objections whatsoever. right? Because if they go back and forth and they're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready. Well, you can say, well, what about like when you told me, you know, you really want to change because you're struggling and you're living paycheck to paycheck, right? It's a way to leverage that information that they're telling you and really put it in the forefront of their minds, the reason why they connected with you in the first place, right? So that's really, really good. And then another question to ask them is, what do you currently do for work? It's really, really good to ask them that, because there's a difference between someone who is currently unemployed and can't afford product versus someone who has like, you know, kind of like a good, stable enough job and a steady enough income to support what we're doing, right? Because, you know, like when you're going through your ads and you're spending like a minimum $5 a day for your advertising, they also need to know that, right? So you're going to qualify them in that way. So if you ask them, you know, what do you do for work, and they have a decent enough job, then that's when you're going to get them on the phone, because this is where you're going to close them. And this particular process is very, very, like we said before, very straightforward, very to the point. We're not hiding anything. We're literally just saying, this is exactly what it is. And if you're ready for it, great. If you're not, that's, you know, that's fine too. So,
Even the dog agrees. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sure. Just
Muting the dog.
muting the dog.
yeah, sorry. My husband just came in, so she got excited. But anyways, so where was I? Okay, so basically you're qualifying them, right? And if they don't have a very good job, or they're broke, or, you know, like they don't have you know, like they don't really have a lot of money, send them to the webinar, right? Because the webinar will really do all the talking for you. And then if you get them on the phone, make sure that when you get them on the phone and you literally tell them, confirm a time and a date, right? So if they do have a decent enough paying job, you're saying you can either get them on the phone right away, or you can confirm a time and a date that works for them. Because, you know, if you're available right now, and if they're available right now, why not get them on the phone at that moment? So you can say something to the effect of, hey, I'm just in between appointments right now, so if you want, it will save me a ton of time and it'll save you a ton of time, and we can get on a call right now and I'll do it at no charge. When you say you'll do it at no charge, that's going to make them think like, wow, this person is actually going to charge me for a call. So it also has a sense of urgency, which is kind of cool as well, because again, that qualifies you as someone who has information that can help them, right? So if they see that they're busy at the moment, fine. Just say, you know what, okay, like let's check our schedules then. It'll literally be like a 15, 20-minute call, and I can just explain how this business works to you instead of typing it back and forth, right? Because when you type it, it's going to take longer. So again, it gives them the sense of urgency that you're just going to hop on a quick phone call with them and let them know what's up, right? Let them know exactly what this information is. And then they can go from there, right? So as soon as you confirm their time, their phone number, and you get them on the call, this is where, you know, like the meat of the information is, okay? So like once you get them on the call, you're going to say, hey, thanks for jumping on a call. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to take you through exactly what the system is, how it works, what you're going to be doing, what this will do for you, and exactly how you can get involved and how much you will need to invest to get started. That's like pretty much a sum of what they're going to hear from you, right?
Yes. So just to add to that, Cheryl, and guys, when you guys first do it, I want you guys to butcher this, because I know first time you're going to screw up. Okay. When you go in, you literally just have to get comfortable. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get. Okay. It's not, like I said, you will be nervous. You will say some things. And you know how we talked about, Kayla was saying about, you know, fake it till you make it. This is the time you can fake it till you make it. Just talk about the things that you think you're talking about, that you know everything, but be in charge of the conversation. And you literally just showing them exactly specifically where you want to be, what you're going to show them, what is it for them. Because you always want to find out what the problem they're having. What is their issue? What do they want? Once you find out what they want, now you're offering them the solution. Kayla, how many times have you gone on the call and when you find out what the dream and what they're going to do with it, now you're going to use that You really
Well,
write it
I
down?
I think a lot of people don't even know what the fuck they want. And once they figure it out and they truly do want that, and they realize that there's only one way that they're going to be able to get that, it becomes pretty clear to them. Another thing that I wanted to add in here is that you guys are going to notice when you guys start having success, it's going to change you as a person. Every single one of you, I guarantee you, 98% of you guys want to crush 10K a month, 20K a month, 50K a month, whatever it is. Once you guys don't work your jobs anymore, and you guys are happy with your lives, and you guys are having success in your teams, you start to give a lot less fucks about people who procrastinate. Like you'll get people in, and if they do not respect the opportunity, then it's okay. I do not need to give any of my time to you. I'll move on to the next person. I don't give that person my time. I know for my team, I will give way more of my time to the people who ask questions, who I know they're work grinding every day. That's where I relocate my time. Again, when you guys grow your team so large, you guys have hundreds and hundreds of people on your guys' teams. There's something that I'm going to build a training for, and it's called the 80-20 rule. 80% of your team is going to waste your time, and 20% are going to hustle. And that 20% is where you guys need to be able to relocate your time to. That is a little bit on down the road, especially if you guys are just getting started. But yeah, honestly, guys, when you guys start getting leads and people message you and they're interested, call them. It breaks the ice, just like that. Video call them, or a regular messenger call. If you have Wi-Fi, call them up. It's not like it's long distance or anything, and that will break that ice. And if they start asking you questions that you're not 100% sure, you're like, oh, I started a little bit a while ago. Me and Raph are doing these skeptic calls every single day at 5 p.m. Be like, I really love if you can make it to this call. My coaches will be able to explain everything way better for you, and just leverage us until you guys, lead your own teams and have your own success and have your own knowledge, gain your own style. That's a whole other ballpark. When you guys come into this, you guys don't know anything, right? And it took me, months and months and months and months of repetitiveness to actually build my own style. But once you guys do it for a while, you guys sort of have your own way on how you deal with different people. And I think how a lot of people relate to me is that when I do hop in all these go lives and stuff, I don't fake it. I am who I am. I get a little crazy sometimes, and I think that's been one of the the best things why I've been so successful, is that I'm real. So I don't want you guys faking either. Anyways, back on point. I don't even know where I was getting at now. I forgot.
Well, Caleb, when you first started out, what we're trying to tell you. Yeah.
Sorry. I went on a bit of a rampage there.
No, that's okay, Caleb. What I'm trying to get at is I want to show them that the reason we're successful is, like you said, the real, but where we were when we first started out, that's where a lot of people are. And that's where, when you first started out, were you comfortable with it? Hell no.
Hell no. And you guys gotta want this so bad. Like I would be taking a shit. I'd be thinking about the business. I'd be doing I'd be thinking about the business. You know what I mean? Like my whole life was on pause. And you guys have to do the same way. Stay focused. Live, breathe, become addicted to this life, the laptop lifestyle, guys, and you will have it. You become what you think about every single day. And all I could think about was not working for my asshole boss and working from a laptop for a couple hours a day in Mexico or wherever the hell I was. So, and that was the most important thing to me. I thought about it every single day. And like I said, guys, if you think it, you will become it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when Kalen said he's real, that's Kalen right there. The sweetest guy you can know. Okay. He lives 5 minutes away from my house. So.
Yeah. He also brought up a really good point too, which is being obsessed with a business, because when you're obsessed with it, it just comes automatically. Like he just said, it's like you have it on your mind all the time. It makes you, that your desire to actually change your life comes out even more because you're obsessed with actually changing your life. That's what it's about, right? You want to change your life. That's the reason why you're here. That's the reason why you're helping other people to do the same thing, right? And so that's how you're going to build your team, is you're providing value to them. And when we're going through this script, it's literally about just telling them straight up what this business is and saying, okay, whether or not you it's literally giving it back to them and saying, okay, if you like this information, great. If not, that's okay too. It's not necessary for them to always be saying yes to you, because you're not there to convince them. You're there to provide the info. That's it. So I'm just going to go through really quickly the rest of this script, because it's really just simple, right? So again, you're saying like you don't want to waste their time. You're going to take them exactly through what the system is, how it runs, what they're going to be doing, what it will do for you, how they can get involved, how much money you need to invest and get started. We're not talking about product here. We're just talking about like the 97, right? Because you want to keep everything vague, like still to the truth, but also keep it like you don't go into the product too much because that's what the coaching call process is for.
Can I
right?
add on that, Cheryl, really quick? If I would have watched the webinar and been like, oh yeah, you can invest this much all the way up to $8,000, I'd have been like, I'm not doing it until people actually see how that system works and that it is real and sees how easy the system really works and how it runs and see the success in the system. What makes like I would have never even joined. I would have never even thought about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to show value, bring it up. And that's what we do on the webinar. That's what we do the coaching process. During the coaching process, that's what the value comes in and they jump on it. The biggest thing is what Cheryl was saying. So keep going, Cheryl.
Yeah. So basically when you start off, tell them, so I like to tell them right off the bat anyways, it's a one-time investment of $97 to use the system, 97 US to use the system that we've built. Right. And then you're going to explain, like what that is. So the $97 gives you exactly, like you're going to learn how to do affiliate marketing, right? So when you do affiliate marketing, what is that, right? So you're going to explain what that is. However, before you go into the affiliate marketing, you're going to say, like, I'm going to teach you how to utilize Facebook, right? So the 97 includes teaching you how to utilize Facebook, which is the advertising platform in order for you to market to your audience, right? And what is Facebook advertising and what does it do? Well, you can explain how powerful it is, which is you can target different ages, anywhere from 18 to 65 plus, specific locations, pinpoint like a country, a city, and everything in between. You can target male, female, or both demographics and interests that they have. So this is extremely powerful, right? So you're giving the basis of the Facebook advertising platform and how they're going to use it. And then, you also give them an example of what an affiliate program is, because that's exactly what we're doing, right? It's affiliate marketing. So the example is, like if you're affiliated with Canadian Tire, right, which is a company, and you're marketing to sell a tent, think about who is going to be interested in buying this tent, right? It's probably 18 to 30-year-old, because older people may not want to be tenting, males, females, because they like to go camping, like the locations. Well, BC is a really good example because there are a lot of people there who like to go camping, and I'm sure like within whatever area you're in, you're going to know like where the camping grounds are and that sort of thing. Right. And then, like who are you going to target in terms of like the interests? Well, people who like camping, like hunting, hiking, fishing, that sort of thing. So when you explain that in terms of affiliate marketing, once you set like the targeting for those specific people, that ad will only show up and pop up in front of those specific people, right? So can you see how powerful that is? And they're going to say, yeah, wow, that's great. Like, I never knew that Facebook could do that, because most people don't know that at all, right? And so you're giving them the background of exactly what we do. And when you ask them how powerful it is, like if you ask them if they see how powerful it is, they're going to say, yeah, that's amazing. And then you're going to go into exactly what they have to do. So to do this, right, in order to set up your ads and all that, you're going to want to spend at least $5 a day. And that's where like you're going to start. That's where I started as well. Like you don't really have to go far from that. And later, as you start to generate the sales through your marketing efforts, you can reinvest the money back into your ads and then increase your budget. So obviously, like when you start with the $5, you're just like, you're just starting off, you're still going to get leads. And then as you start to close sales, then you're going to put it back into the business. That's what it really is, right? And it's totally dependent on what kind of budget you have, because some people have more budget than others, right? So that's pretty much it. And then you explain the affiliate marketing, which we just did. And then, then you're going to say, like, from the inside, after you explain the affiliate marketing, you're going to be required to produce a product. And that's totally dependent on your financial situation, your goals, and how fast you want to reach those goals. So that way they're not going to be surprised when they get to the coaching process and they're going to be like, what do you mean I have to buy product? I didn't know that, right? You're telling them right off the bat exactly what they're going to have to do. And, like then you're going to say something like, this is something that we're going to reverse engineer when you get in. because like as soon as you like tell them that you need to figure out what your goals are, then we're going to go like basically go through a full questionnaire. It's really going to get you start digging deep on what you want out of this. So it's something like, do you want to supplement your income? Do you want to do this full time? What kind of money do you need to make? So these are all the questions that are laid out in the coaching process, and you have to be honest with yourself, right? You have to tell them put in this questionnaire exactly what you want out of this business. And then after that, once you go through that questionnaire, then you're going to go and get on a coaching call with one of the top coaches and map out what the best route for you is. So you're literally kind of taking their hand and holding them through like what the process is in order for them to do the same thing that you are doing, right? So you've basically broke down the $97, what it gets you, what they're going to have to do, and the process of, like talking about the product. If they ask about the product, like just be really vague about it. Like if someone really presses you about it, just say, well, like I would talk about the product, but we've created a 3-hour process for you to watch, because when you get there, it doesn't really matter what the product is. What matters is like, we do have the system set in place for you, and the product breakdown is in the coaching process. And that's something that you'll learn, as you go through this information.
Sure, I'm gonna add to that as well. So, guys, a lot of you guys been reaching out, and something is like you like they just asked me about the product. What do I do? You know what I mean? You're gonna have that. You're gonna have to think things. But same thing is what Cheryl said. This exactly same thing. Remember, we're gonna have a recording of this so you guys can rewatch it later once I upload it tonight. It takes a couple hours, but so what you guys have to understand is that exactly how she said it. I always tell them like, listen, I don't want to miss out on anything. I want you to go through the process. Same thing is if you're coming in, I don't want you to miss any of this stuff, because you're going to be going in and bringing traffic and bringing new people. And I want you to see what they're going to go through specifically. So that way you see the experience, and it's about the product. But if they really wanted to know, just tell them it's a company from Japan. It's been in the business for 43 years, and it's a high-end ticket item. It's a medical device. Usually about that time they stop.
Yeah.
So also, can I add two things here? The first thing I want to add is when Cheryl's talking about advertising, $5 a day. That she is completely right. Everybody has different budgets. You can only afford what you can afford, and you should. It's kind of like gambling. Never spend more than what you can afford. With that being said, if you guys have converting advertising, you guys need to do everything in your power. Like put in that extra shift of work. Go collect bottles, do whatever it takes to juice that advertising, because that was my only regret when I started, is I was scared to spend more than $25 a day. And that was my only regret, because I would have made so much more, so much faster. I would have reached so many more people so much faster. So I'm not making that mistake this time, obviously. I capped out at about $7,000 a month, but you should always go more and more and more and more and more from there if your ads are converting.
Yeah, there's a formula. Kaylan, you want to go over sort of like number wise in what you should be getting for every ad, like 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 or.
Okay, for sure. I want to give a shout out to Ryan Brogan down here. He's actually in the chat. This guy's got some big things coming for Wildcard Academy. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet, but stay tuned over the next 30 days or so, and we're going to be seeing some pretty sick changes coming into WCA.
We'll go over that as well too. So awesome. Okay, so yeah, Chris, he said sell everything. Don't sell everything, but I've seen guys selling their TVs, to selling their cars, to selling, like they're willing to do whatever it takes. Literally doing whatever it takes. So but that's
we're having a garage sale this weekend too, right? Like there's so many things around the house that if you don't use it, sell it. Why not? Even like $5, $10. If there's some old jewelry, sell that on eBay, right? Like just you can be as creative as you want. Like whatever, just get the money.
Emmanuel Watkins sold his TV right off his table, just so he can get in, or just so he can grab a new con, and then he won a TV in a draw like a week later, a bigger one.
That's so awesome. Karma. Hey, the universe brings it back to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Emmanuel Watkins. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, keep going. Sure. What else do we have there?
Okay, so like a few other questions that obviously people are going to ask, like if they ask if this is a scam.
Oh, I love that one.
This is a really good one, because people always ask that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm going to tell you, like I usually say, like, well, not I, but like in this training, like they say, like, listen, I'm here to help serious people. I'm here to help people who really want to change their lives. If you think that this is a scam, then you've already wasted my time. And when you say like, you've already wasted my time, it really like puts that into perspective. Like, whoa, what do you mean? Like, I'm wasting your time? Like, wow. Like, because, you know, like obviously I guess for people who are scamming people, they're not going to say that. Right. And, you know, like it's funny because like when people ask that off the bat, like, and that's the first thing that comes into the conversation, like literally just say like, I haven't even explained the information to you yet, and you already think this is a scam. So if you think this is a scam, then like let's just end the conversation right here. Like you're not even giving it a chance, you know, and that's how you're also weeding people out as well, right? Because if they're just like fishing for the information, they're not going to do anything about it. Then no, you don't want to like convince that person. You're not there to convince them, right? If they think that it's a scam, fine, see you later, goodbye. We're going to find like other people who are actually serious about this and who actually want to work with you to change their lives, right? Because that's who you're looking for.
Kellen can't wait to add something. Go ahead.
I know.
I got scammed so hard, and this was the best scam that's ever happened to me in my entire life. That's all I can say.
Yeah, don't explain yourself, guys. Be the authority figure. Remember, you're the one that is giving them opportunity. If they are wasting your time because of their minds and stuff like that, I hang up on people before. You know what? Stop wasting my time. Obviously, this is not serious for you. See ya. Bye. And it's shocking. Then later on, they'll message you back. No, sorry.
The only thing I say to people are like, is this a scam? I said, or is this legit? I'll go, it's more legit than your 9 to 5, making your boss rich for the rest of your life. And people are like, oh, yeah, okay, that's acceptable. Okay. Right on, I'm in.
Yeah, or if they ask if it's a pyramid scheme, then like tell them this. Like,
I hate that one. I just want to find people and like, because it's a trend. It's not even, they don't even know what it is. They're like, it's like, you know, it's like saying the fag or something, and you know that's like massively mean to gay people, and they don't mean it in that way. But it's like it's the same thing. It's a trend. It's like people don't even know what a pyramid scheme is. Pyramid schemes sell fake products to fake people to give illusion that it's profitable. That like Amway kind of fucked that up for everybody online, which kind of pisses me off. But it is on the climb back up. More and more people are spending more and more money online each year. I know I'm really mad that you said that.
I know it's true, but the thing is, like, if they even say that it's a pyramid scheme, you can also say, well, isn't that like the rest of corporate America? Well, you have everybody at the top who's making money and all the workers below are just making minimum wage to make that other person rich. Like,
hey guys, I don't know if you guys seen that. There's that video that was going around and stuff like that about the pyramid scheme, but the best one to do is ask them back, what is a pyramid scheme? Like ask them, what is a pyramid scheme? Ask them to explain it to you. And sometimes they don't even know. So I'm like, how the hell do you think this is a pyramid scheme if you don't even know what it is? It's crazy, but that's where people are right now. That's where exactly it is. So
that's the mindset, exactly. But the thing is, like, if they don't even realize what it is, like, you're literally putting it into a different perspective too to make them think, right? So like that's literally all it takes for them to kind of like spin their wheels a little bit and then make them realize that you are a real person and that, you know, like you're just providing information, again, whether they take it or not, fine, right?
Well,
I think so that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know if you guys have anything else to add in terms of like talking to people on the phone.
Yeah, no, it's just the main thing is just getting done. Like, be comfortable. Guys, if you need to listen, I don't want you to go in and go cold and just start calling people. Get on the call with someone that you like, a friend or someone in here. Mastermind, practice. That's all it is going on the phone and practicing. I know, Amy, I know you guys used to do coaching calls with Richard and all those guys. Literally every single day, they got on the video call and they were trying to convince to sell each other. And then they get feedback. Sometimes they'll be the nice person, really easy, I'm going to buy right now. Or sometimes they were giving you the hard play and they're saying, you know what? No, you know, why is this? Like, I did that. I did that to Richard. Remember, now he's crushing it because he was not confident. Unless you do it, unless you practice it, anything. When you guys got in and driving a manual car, did you know how to drive it? Do you know how to ride a bike? Did you know how to ride a bike right away? Did you learn when you're learning how to walk? Same thing. Every single thing that you do here is a new skill you're going to learn every single day. And then you're going to get better and better and better and better. Do you think I was good on ads? I was good on selling? I was good on talking? Hell no. How many of you guys believe in yourself so much that if you practice, you can stand in front of 10,000 people on a stage and be comfortable doing it. Okay? Not everyone can do it right now, but if you practice and if you keep going and you get more and more comfortable, when you start out talking to maybe 100 people and get up there, of course you're going to get better at it.
Guys, you know what? I don't know if you guys know this or not. Well, when I came into this, I went through my coaching process. I had no other option besides Trifecta for me. Thank God I got one. Anyways, I almost assumed that I was going to fail, and I still put myself 10 grand in credit card debt getting it. Why would I do that? You guys know what it was? The desire to win and the worry or the regret of never knowing. I almost assumed that I was going to fail, but I knew in my head right before I even started that I was never going to give up on this and that I would be able to get my freedom. And my freedom was the most important thing to me. And there was nothing bigger than that. If it took me 40 years to succeed at this, I was gonna do marketing. I was gonna become good at it one day. I didn't know that it would explode this quickly for me. But I like you guys already know, I was obsessed with it, and I thought about it. So of course, if you guys practice and hustle it, and go above and beyond, put that effort in, that freedom, it's right here. You just got to reach out and grab it, and you got to work your ass off to get there. And, you guys are so lucky that we built this system that you guys are able to leverage, and it's working for thousands and thousands and thousands of people globally. And I'm so happy that we have this system built, because, 2 years ago, you'd have been up shit's creek. You guys would have been building pages on your own, doing calls on your own, building autoresponders on your own. And you know what, guys, that stuff can get really, really tricky. So it's so awesome that we have this amazing community and, funnels that actually work. And I love seeing all the success. Like Tiara Spears just came into my team like a week ago. Girl's crushing ads on her second ad set, or her first week. I think it was like her second or third ad set or something, just crushing advertising. I love seeing that. Some people on my team will take a snapshot of their ads manager and they'll send it to me, and my jaw will just hit the floor. I'm like, oh my God.
Better than ours, huh?
Oh, hey, Braf, I just got an email. There's an Adrix 6A meeting.
Yeah, I know. I want you to come out to it because we're going to be meeting. I'll talk over it afterwards. Remind me about it. I need you there. Okay.
These guys, what do you guys want? Freedom, I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys want. Now, how fucking bad do you guys want that? Go out and get it. Work, right? Everybody should be showing up to these meetings every single Wednesday. Show up. Just drive yourself, man. Think about it just like I did every single day, every second of every day. Tell your friends about it. Let them call you stupid. Let them call you an idiot, and we'll see who's laughing when you're throwing 100K in checks in their face in your ear.
Yeah. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to be skeptical. One of the biggest people are going to be your friends, your family, your coworkers are going to put you down. They're going to tell you. And that doesn't mean they hate you, that they're telling you you're not going to succeed. They just don't understand and don't know what you know. Keep pushing yourself. I had that myself as well. Kaylin had it. No one believes in you. But once you start doing good, once you start showing that you're traveling all over, or you're buying those brand new cars, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, he's succeeding. Oh, maybe I should look at what you're doing. I mean, we have guys that I talked to a year and a half ago that now are jumping on board. Kaylin probably had some of you guys that have been doing this for a while now. You probably have people. But don't give up. Keep pushing yourself. And I always say, if I put your head underwater, how badly would you fight to get oxygen? That's how badly you want this. You need to desire it so much that by the time you're done, that's all you do is you breathe it, you live it, and at the end, you're going to start to see results. And be consistent, guys. Be consistent. No matter how tough it gets, no matter how it is, think about, is this easier than doing what you do 9 to 5? You know what I mean? So I'm going to go through some of the questions here. Holy, lot of things. So what's up here? Getting some killer. Jake, do you want to jump up for a second? I'm just going to go through this here.
Yeah, what's going on, people? I want to say one thing right off the bat. I'm excited. We have 29 people here right now. This is probably the most we've ever had on one singular,
We have 2 pages now. 2 pages of faces.
I absolutely love it. We have 2 pages full of faces, like exactly what he just said. This is phenomenal. And this is the best part is now we're coming together as a team, as a community. And if we keep doing this stuff, we're going to have to get a bigger webinar room.
No, actually, Jake, I'm looking into Zoom webinars. So starting maybe not next week, but the week after, we have to. We're getting too big now. So I'm going to be looking into Zoom webinars. We might not see faces right away, but what we're going to do is we're going to have the comments. We're going to have the leaders come out. We're going to invite people and stuff. I got to look into that. So that's for the next week. Might not be by Wednesday, but I'm going to do that. And we're looking into every webinars as well, guys. So one of the things that we're going to be doing too is instead of having live webinars all the time, we want to have more options, because one thing we noticed that we have 300 people registered, but only 5% of them show up or less. Okay. So if we have every webinars, that's going to be like more automation. It's going to be, they can pick literally, if you're in UK or Australia or different time zone, you can pick your time that works for you. And then we already have some good recordings. I mean, Zach did an amazing job with Cheryl. We've been crushing it. And there's some good recordings we had. I think one of the best ones we had was with Kaylin was in Whistler. That was one of the good ones as well. We had some good testimonials. No technical difficulties, which was awesome because we do get those once in a while. But yeah, so in every webinar, basically, it looks like a live webinar. One person is going to be basically watching the, and commenting on it, replying to the comments. It's going to actually show comments. It's going to show how many people. Like you can manually do it. And that's where Ty Lopez and all those guys are doing it, because now it's more automated. More people are there and it feels like a live webinar.
Also, I want to add one more thing to that too. That also gives us more time as leaders to help you guys with questions as well, help grow and help build you guys too. So that's one thing that makes it easier for us, because we can spend more time with you guys, creating more value, putting more trainings together to help bring the value to you guys, so you guys can learn more about WCA, so you guys can learn more about eMagic. And when you talk and you give people this value, you don't sound like you don't know what you're doing, right? That's what we're kind of working to right now, is a big development stage where we can teach you guys all of this, and your confidence will go through the roof, right?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is provide the value, and that's what we're gonna start doing, is building that modules for you guys to learn, right?
Raph, I think that's a good idea with with using that program and just recording it like that, because the majority of people that are coming into my team, I'm like, all guys, very few are actually joining off the webinar. They're joining off the replay on that copy paste message I just sent you guys on the Facebook WCA page there. It's in the chat for this hangout, and that's all I'm sending to my people. That's all I'm sending to them. They're watching the replay, and then more so, they're still skeptical, as 98% of people are. So that's why there's a video attached showing them an actual back office viewing, a bit of what we do. So at that point, they know it's real. They know that, they're taking $97 from people. They know it's real. Now all they're thinking is, can I do this? He did it. These thousands of other people have done it. Can I do it? That's all that's holding them back at that point. And
yeah, just the only thing we have to watch out for, guys, is even in replays, the flashing of the checks. We can't be posting it in the private settings. Yeah, it's okay, because it's against the rules. So I know we always talk about, yes, I know we have checks, woo, but it's not about that. It's what we want to do is we want to show value and stuff like that. So be careful, Kellen, with that, because
I didn't show a magic whatsoever in the replay. So I think it should be
awesome. We're good. Yeah, we can talk about it, but the main thing is about how they actually leverage this and stuff. So anyway, some of the questions that I saw here, I think William talked about some business cards. I'm not sure what was said here. Grind until you find. There's a lot of just comments, so I appreciate you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of stuff is just good comments, not really good questions in here. But Will, you were asking about, could I use business cards? I'm not sure what you meant by that. So, but anyway, so starting on the other ones as well. So what we'll do is, I want to give a shout out to Robin. Robin is in the house as well. What's up, buddy? He's been doing his best no matter what. He is in the same spot as Kalen was. He says, that's it. I'm all in. No matter what, I have to make it. And he's been pushing hard, even though it's not easy. So, okay. Chris, you got the cover. That's awesome. And then anyone else, anything else? We're about an hour and 15 minutes here. I know Robert's been on my, helping me out when Kalen was away on the skeptic calls. So thanks for your help, buddy.
No problem. Actually, I have something to say to Kalen right now, if he's there.
Yeah, he's here.
Do you have time to have a chat later tonight?
Yes. Oh, yeah, after, dude.
I already messaged.
And shout out to Rob. Yeah, I got your message. I'll hop on a call with you after this, okay? Shout out to Rob here, though. This guy's going above and beyond. He's hopping on webinars. He literally just started not long ago. And this guy's really, hustling. When he first got his trifecta, it was strictly for the business. Now that Rob has his products, he's going apeshit with them. He loves like go Rob, tell them. What do you think of the product?
The product. See, I'm the type of guy that needs facts. So it's all facts. It's science. So you can take a skeptic and say, well, you can be skeptical all you want. It's literally science. So that right there, it sold me because it's reality. You can be delusional and you can say it's bullcrap, but the K8 is reality. It's better. It's healthier. It gives you longevity. It's just overall making your life, better. And I've been doing tons of research, like hours a day, just becoming more familiar with the product because I love the product, and I'm drinking like literally 3 to 5 liters a day. I'm bringing it to work, and I love it. And people are asking me all the time, and I'm talking about it, and that's gonna be my new career.
Yeah,
it's already there.
And Rob started 3 weeks ago, guys. 3 weeks ago.
Hopped on a call with Rob. He's drinking Kangen water out of a plastic bottle.
Hey, Rob, don't worry about it because when I met Kalen, I had a nice blue Enagic jug in the gym, and he's walking around with a milk jug that he reused inside of it. And I'm like, what the hell are you drinking?
Oh, come on.
So, I had a hard time for it. So, guys,
you're tripping me.
Second thing is find out as much about the product as you can because you know what? You can do this offline and online. We're going to be putting in more training as well about it, how to actually do demos, how to share the water, how to do things offline. And this is something in works. I'm still have to decide the day, but I'm thinking Friday nights. I'm not sure what day would work. Maybe I'll do a little poll at what day would work really good. And what I want to do is I want to do some like a live training, literally how to set up a presentation, how to do a quick demo. Maybe Silvos, you come out and then we'll do a little demos and stuff together. So that way you guys have options. Once you have the product, why not share the water with every single person? This is the technology because if they buy online or offline, it doesn't matter. People drink water. Do you guys know anyone that drinks water? Simple conversation starter is like, hey, what kind of water do you drink? Bottled water. Oh, really? Okay. Have you heard of this? Did you know that there's 7 types of waters? And it's like, what do you mean there's 7 types of water? Salt water, toilet water, no, there's, there's magic water, there's 11.5 pH, all those ones. So once you know more about the product, the more confident we'll be, and then more you can share with every single person. Because like Rob said, he started 3 weeks ago, and literally once he has the product, now he believes in it 100%. I was the same way. I was the biggest skeptic. Ask Silvos. I had to apologize to him afterwards. Okay, I thought it was water is water. But then when you find out about it, what it does to your body and stuff like that, now you have the product. You want to now share with every single person, even though some people are going to be skeptic as same as you.
If I sort of interrupt there, like for me, I have an electronics background, a post-secondary. So when you're talking about charged ions and you're talking about molecules, like especially free electrons, like I understand a lot about that. So I'm starting to look into this more and more and more. This is going back like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm talking about it, and it's becoming second nature.
Yeah.
So I'm even talking to other electricians about it, and they understand what I'm talking about, and it's like, and it just makes me want to research more. And I'm getting messages from people now, and I'm getting messages from people that have chronic diseases. So,
Rob, we might actually use you as well because you have the background to maybe create a video that we can have it in the back office in regards to like the scientific or the study that is more like, that you understand, the way you understand it. So that way when someone watches, it'll be more advanced.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about molecule structure, stuff like that. And actually, I'll post it probably later on once it's edited. It's Chantel's son, just 11-year-old. He was talking about it. It's so cool. It's a quick video, and he's going to be doing more. And he talks about how this is changing your lives. It makes him like have a better mood and stuff.
Just waiting
awesome.
on that product shipment.
All right, guys. So anything else that we need to add, or Jake? Anything else too? Like I said, it's been about an hour. I want to be respectful because some time zones are later than others. Here it's only 8 p.m. almost. So,
I want to bring out Chris and Cody real quick.
Sure.
These guys.
Okay, Cody, come on now, Cody. Guys,
all right.
Just warn you guys, this is going to be powerful. And Cody, don't disappoint me.
I want to intro them a little bit. So these guys joined about 3 weeks ago, and these guys are absolutely fucking killing it. Oh, sorry about the F-bomb. Absolutely killing it. They first came in highly motivated, highly intellectual. These guys know what they're doing. They see the value behind it, and all they want to do is just share it with people that deserve to hear about it, right? These guys are taking it to the next level, and Chris is teaching Cody a lot of his sales experience. He used to sell cars all the time, right? You can sell a $30,000 car. You can sell a $9,000 trifecta, right?
Absolutely.
Simple. I want to bring Cody and Chris.
Cody actually beforehand, Cody just quit his job, and then Chris moved out 10 hours away, and now they're working together as business partners. Just saying, they just started 3 weeks ago. All right, go ahead, Cody.
All right, guys. So just a little bit I want to tell you. As I said, I left my job. Unfortunately, there was kind of a rough scenario that happened. I wound up having like a mental breakdown basically in the kitchen freezer in the back of the restaurant because I couldn't do it anymore. Like Chris had picked up and moved 10 hours to come live with me and work directly side by side with me so that we could just exponentially grow our business at the most rapid rate we possibly could. And meanwhile, I'm stuck working at a bar until 3 a.m. for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hours of the day, which he's at my house. How am I going to let him down like that, you know? So I couldn't do it. It was making me feel guilty, and I literally had a mental breakdown. And I had to leave the job, and we committed fully 100% and wound up crushing out something like 7 sales in 7 days. And we've just been killing it ever since. One thing I want to tell you guys for sure, a little value for you, is without commitment, you will never start. But without discipline, you will never finish. Okay? If you're going to do something extremely important for your life, make sure you fully commit to it. Okay? Because hesitating doesn't get you anywhere in life. All right? Quite literally, if there are 2 people standing side by side holding a basketball, standing in front of a hoop, and one of them shoots and the other one never does, who has a better chance of making it? The guy who shot the ball. The dude who never shoots the ball, he absolutely has no potential to win, ever, because he's never even let go of it. You know what I mean? You have to take risk. You're going to have to incur risk in your life to achieve the things you really want to achieve. There's going to be some sacrifice. Emotional, mental, spiritual maybe, but there's going to be some sort of risk that you have to incur, okay, in order to get where you want to be. I'm a professional soccer player, okay? I'm a striker, so I'm the guy who scores goals. When I run down the field, I have to incur some risk when I get the ball and I shoot at the goal, all right? There's a bunch of things that come into effect here for risk. If I hit the ball wrong, I miss the goal, risk. So obviously I have to strike it right. I have to be cautious. I have to be careful, okay? I have to keep my head down and keep my eyes on the ball, okay? I have to have a clear target. Now, another risk, I choose to shoot the ball instead of giving it to a teammate, okay? Now there's a goalkeeper standing in the goal who could potentially stop my shot. No matter how, this is very important, guys, no matter how hard I shoot the ball, no matter how perfect I put it on frame, there's always going to be a goalkeeper standing in front of me who has an opportunity and a chance to stop my shot. We are always going to have a shot. And keep in mind, there will always be a goalkeeper standing in front of you trying to stop you. No matter how hard you shoot, no matter how much you give, even if it's what you think is your best effort, there will always be somebody standing there trying to stop you. But it doesn't matter because the game isn't over. You're going to get another shot. You're going to get another opportunity, okay? And your team is going to help you get there along the way. All right, I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. Also, a little bit of value to come off of the pyramid subject that Kellen and them were on before. If you want to drop some logic on somebody, drop this on them. Ask them to give you an example of a pyramid, like they said. If they can't, gladly inform them. Do so like this. At the top of any business, there's what? A president, okay? Below him, there's 2 CEOs. What's that look like right there? Little pyramid. Okay. Now, below them, there's some executives. Then there's managers. Then there's employees. What's happening here? distribution of power down what? A pyramid slope. Every single job, Starbucks, Walmart, Target, doesn't matter, you guys. That's exactly how their business is structured. Okay? It's all pyramids. You can't tell me that anything you've ever done isn't a pyramid, okay? You can't think like that because you're not smart. They like to think they're smart when they say that to you. Oh, it's a pyramid. Prove it. They're not smart because I can prove to them that every business they've ever even bought from is a pyramid scheme in how it's structured. Okay.
Awesome, man. We love you, Cody, buddy. We love you, man. I can't wait. Guys, again, Cody just joined us 3 weeks ago. See what I'm saying? There's another Cody out there for you guys. There's another Kayland out there for you. I wish we can just clone ourselves. I mean, damn, I don't need all of you guys. Just forget this. I'm just going to have Rafael everywhere. But that's the beauty of this, okay? Have the passion. Have the drive. Want it so bad as you breathe. And you will be successful. 7 sales in 7 days for Enagic Sales. I thought I was doing
Guys, never be satisfied. Never be satisfied. Go from ordinary to extraordinary, okay? All right, the most important thing, don't feel guilty for wanting more for yourself, all right? Never let anybody tell you that you're being selfish because you want to do something more than what they did. All right, that's so messed up that somebody would even say that to you, that you want more for your life and you have to feel bad for that, that you want more for your life and you also want to help others. And that you should feel guilty for. Don't listen to nonsense like that, you guys. You can't listen to the opinions of others who have no perspective on your life. If they don't have a perspective on your life, their opinion has no weight. It has no value whatsoever to you. It's just empty words. They're angry probably about something that's miserable in their own life, and they're dumping it on you because you're doing better than them. Okay? Don't allow their words to hurt you. There's absolutely no reason for it.
Hey, Jake, we're building a stage for Cody. We're getting in front of freaking 10,000 people, man. Jake, you're not just going to be a Magic. You're not just going to be wild card. I'm going to freaking take you to the next level. I'm going to build you a freaking stage. Okay? I'm going to build you a stage. We're going to put you in front of 10,000 people. WCA is going to grow. We're expanding like crazy, like literally. I mean, you look at how many new people we're getting in every single week. It's amazing. I'm excited. We want to take it to the next level. The more money we get, the more money we're going to invest into the business. That's what we're doing with Jake and the leaders here. Okay? But Cody, dude, every time I hear you motivate the crap out of me, you know? So keep going, man. I want you to just keep crushing it. You and Chris, keep going. How many of you guys?
All right, bro. I got something for you guys. Listen, 3.5 years ago, I was hit by a pickup truck and killed on my way to work. I was riding a sport bike. Okay? I was hit by a truck, paralyzed, and killed, okay? I died twice. They lost me, heart failed, full cardiac failure, twice revived. Once with that fibrillation thing, second time with adrenaline needle, okay? And let me tell you one thing, first off. The adrenaline needle is not something like what you see in movies where you wake up and I have so much energy. No, you guys, that is not something to joke about. And it's not funny that they do that in movies. An adrenaline needle going into your heart. You don't know if you've ever seen the needle. It's massive. It goes right through your chest cavity. Okay? When you wake up from that, your body is on fire. There's enough adrenaline in that needle to kill a horse. Okay? Your flesh, you just want to rip your skin off. Now, unfortunately, I was hit so hard that I was paralyzed. So even though I wanted to rip my flesh off, I couldn't even move. So I'm in excruciating pain and screaming, and they're just making it worse. And it was one of the worst moments of my entire life, okay? It left me depressed. I attempted suicide. You know, I got really, really low as a person can get, okay? Now, luckily, I was blessed with an incredible girlfriend who has not only been there emotionally for me, but spiritually and physically. We've lived together now here in Florida for 2 years. After I got through the accident and everything, you know, I told myself if I ever got my legs back, I was going to be a professional soccer player because I was trying to be one before I got hit. I was going to college, I was playing in college, and then the truck hit me and took my legs away. Now, luckily I didn't die, but I had no more legs, okay? So I'm laying in a hospital for months, and I can't use my legs, right? Now, by some miracle, there was 2 nerves pinched in my back and my spine, and the discs moved. When the discs moved, it let go of the nerve, and a sensation finally went to my right foot, and I felt a pain go through my right foot. Now, over the next couple of weeks, I started to get sensation back in my legs, and finally, all of sensation returned to my legs. It was a miracle. I wasn't supposed to walk again. Okay? Now, once I got my legs back, they told me, now it's going to be brutal. You know, both my ankles broken, both my knees broken. You know, it's going to be rough getting back. You'll probably never play soccer again. You'll definitely never lift weights again. Look at my hand here, folded and reconstructed with pins. You know, so those words they told me, I was never going to do this and never going to do that. I didn't want to have any of it because my entire life has been about absolute domination. You know, whether that be physically, emotionally, or mentally, I was going to be in control of my life at all times. I was born an alpha. I was born a savage, and I'm always going to be one, period. I don't let people tell me what I can or can't do. I do whatever the hell I say I'm going to do, regardless of what you tell me. Okay? So they told me I was never going to play soccer. Well, they told me I never was going to walk again. And then my legs came back. I prayed and prayed and prayed. Some miracle, my legs came back to me. So I said I was going to be a pro soccer player. They said I was never going to lift weights again. So I became a professional personal trainer. I'm a certified personal trainer. I train pro athletes here in Florida. I became a professional soccer player. I went to combines. I got the attention from the pro coaches. I was invited to Europe. I played in tours in Europe, in Portugal, in Spain. I scored goals, professional goals against professional goalkeepers in front of professional coaches and fans in Europe. I lived my dream. I finally came back here, but unfortunately I came back here broke because even when you play professional soccer, you are still investing in yourself. You pay to play on these teams to get the exposure in front of professional coaches. You have to keep paying until the right scout or right coach finds you and you sign that big contract. So I came back here broke, and I just realized I busted my ass to achieve my dreams, but they were just skill sets. They weren't incomes. They weren't making me money. I wasn't going to be able to live my life just having a bunch of skill sets. So I finally committed, and basically what happened was I found one of these videos on Facebook, and I clicked it and finally decided, you know what, I've exhausted all my sources. I'm sick of working minimum wage at a gym, training people who don't want to change their life or their physical health. They just want me to perform a miracle on them and make them look like me and have a body like me. And it's so offensive because I've worked my entire life for this body, and people think in just 90 days because of social media and all the junk they tell you that in 90 days you can look just like me and have what I have. And that I cannot stress enough what an insult that is to my career. But I'm in this business because I'm here to tell on as big a platform as I can the world the actual principles and secrets behind fitness and health. I'm going to debunk everything in front of everyone for all the world to see, that you're being fed a load of crap, and you should be as offended and pissed off as I am about it.
Awesome, Cody, man. Seriously, thank you for sharing this story, man. That's
Amazing.
guys, amazing. And you know, if you, I don't know what excuses you have, but if you go through this stuff and you're this powerful, I don't freaking want to hear any of your guys' excuses. Okay?
Oh, guys, I love it. I love it when you throw excuses at me because
no excuses.
There are none.
Cody, imagine what you went through, and you're still that passionate and still driven, and you did the things you do.
Oh, yeah, man. You have any idea how many guys I meet in the gym who tell me, oh, I'd have been a pro baseball, but I hurt my shoulder. Or, like, I was hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cody,
like,
have your story.
don't give it to me. Don't give it to me.
Cody, what I want to do is I want to work with you. I want to get your ad out, and we want to word it in a way with your story in it. Story ad with an ad in it. That would be so powerful. You can get so much more exposure, so much more in there. We'll work together. I'll get together with you and Jake. I got some ideas for you, okay? Anyways, guys, we're about an hour and a half and over about an hour and a half. Again, I really appreciate everyone. If you guys are watching replay till the end, I mean, I don't know if you guys got any value from here, but telling you right now, if I ever hear an excuse and what I just heard from Cody, I didn't know his whole story. I heard about it, but not all of it. Man, I know it's wow. that's the motivation for all of you guys to get your ass in gear and get going. You want to change your life? There's only one variable. Who is it? You. Okay.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to add something into there. Cody was talking about the goalkeeper. I think in most cases, you are the goalkeeper. Get out of your own way, because we're all capable of being successful and living extraordinary lives. You just have to get out of your own way to put that work in. And just do it. Once you're able to achieve like just one thing, some sort of success in any way, shape, or form, you become confident. If you guys have enough confidence to try anything, to attack anything head on, you're going to be taking those shots, shooting those 3-pointers, and you're going to score a few. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. And it's really kind of crazy. I hear so many of these crazy stories, just like Cody's, and it seems like a lot of the success is derived from pain and struggle. Like I had an extremely rough childhood as well. I've been through hell and back, but I praise it every day. And I'm sure Cody praises what happened to him too. It's a horrible thing, but it made him the person that he is. And he's fucking indestructible. There's nothing, if he can get hit by 10 more trucks, he's still going to get up and walk away. He's still going to be playing soccer. He's still going to be lifting weights because he knows that he can do it. Nobody can tell him otherwise. And if you guys have that same mentality with business, you can't be stopped. I don't care if you guys' house burns down, you own inside it. Figure it out, find a solution, and you guys will be successful. Just a matter of time.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks again. I really appreciate all of you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you guys that are new, from all of you guys that have been here for a while. The good things are coming. Have the drive, have the urgency to change. And if you really want it badly, we're gonna see you guys on the top. I want every single one of you guys to exceed me, exceed Kalen, anyone else that is in here. I want all of you guys to exceed me, because that's what makes me more satisfied when you guys are doing better. And you all deserve a better life. You all deserve better. You are here not to build someone else's dream. You want to have the dream lifestyle. And let's go out and travel with Kalen all over the world. He's got good deals, by the way, on vacations. But I'm not wearing those tank tops. All right, guys. We're going to leave it at that, guys. Really appreciate you all. Thank you again. Again, same thing. There's going to be a replay in here. So if you want to rewatch it to get some information, I'll post it as soon as it downloads. Anyone that is new here, welcome again. Congratulations. Work your butt off. And then we'll see you guys all at the top. All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Later, guys.